Nakama, and welcome back to the Church of One Piece. I am your pastor, the One Piece apologist, and today our sermon will be focused on Chapter 51, Zoro Overboard. Who is this beautiful mystery woman who has saved our little buggy from his fate with the crab? Man, I don't know. She's really beautiful. I think she might be the fairest throughout all the seas. But we get into the actual chapter, and man, is this a good one. This is such a fantastic chapter. You get a fantastic duel between Zoro and Mihawk. Legendary duel. Let's get into it. It's very exciting. But, so tensions are high at the Bratier with both the Creed Pirates there and Mihawk now and all this stuff. Zoro has challenged Mihawk to this duel, and he's got his 3 swords. He's getting all ready. He's putting on his bandana, which is how you know Zoro is serious, when he puts on the bandana, right? But, and he's got his 3 swords, and he's raring to go. But Mihawk has a little cross necklace on. You've seen people wear them, and then he just takes them and there's a little knife inside here. I'll fight you with this. And Zoro's just come on, you gotta be serious. I have 3 swords. You need to take this seriously. And Mihawk is I'm taking this seriously. I'm not the kind of fool who hunts rabbits with a cannon. And it's just damn. Just cold, drop that mic on your ass. Yeah, Mihawk really got Zoro with the zinger there. Another zinger that Mihawk gets our favorite swordsman with is that he is just a frog in a puddle, a very small area of water, but he thinks he's big man on campus. He thinks everything is smaller than him, but it's well, that's only in your small little puddle. Outside of that, there's some really scary stuff, and I think that, Mihawk's point is, he says that of the 4 seas and the Grand Line, the East Blue is the weakest, is the tamest, he says, right? It's got, I think, the least crazy shit going on, basically. And, but that doesn't matter. Zoro doesn't have the experience to know any better, so he's no, I have to fight this guy. It's time, right? And I think Zoro can tell that there's a huge difference in their skill, but he's hey, this is part of my dream. I have to do it. And love this little detail. Most people right now, as tensions are high at the Bratier, most people are ending their sentences with exclamation points. But not Mihawk. No, Mihawk stays cool, calm, and collected. All of his sentences end with periods. And it's just a fun little detail that really shows, that, they're talking in different ways and stuff. And, Zoro tries a very powerful attack that we've seen him use before, his demon cutter, or onigiri, and, takes all 3, goes at him, and somehow Mihawk is able to identify the one point where his tiny little knife could hit and block all 3 swords at once, and he does so, and and Zoro's just well, shit, okay, I knew there was a difference. I didn't realize there was that much of a difference. This is not going to go well for me, is it? And on top of that, both Yosuku and Johnny and Zoro remark about how no one has ever countered onigiri, and it's but this guy's countering it with a tiny little, yeah, he's right, Zoro. You're a frog in the puddle. You have to break out of your puddle, man. And of course, Yosuku and Johnny are getting flared up on their brother's behalf. They're just brother Zoro, kick this guy's ass. Everything he's saying about you is messed up. That's not cool. That's not true. Blah, blah, blah. Right? And so Yosuku and Johnny want to jump in and defend Zoro's honor and attack Mihawk, but Luffy holds them back. He's no, this is Zoro and Mihawk's duel. Zoro challenged Mihawk to a one-on-one duel. He obviously does not want you jumping in and interfering with that. And then Mihawk, gets, again, a really good shot right in the perfect spot where he could get in between all of Zoro's swords, and he gets him right by the heart. I've always at least had the impression that it's like basically just a few centimeters from his heart, the tip of the blade, and that like if he were to continue to try to attack Mihawk, the blade would pierce his heart and kill him or cause him to bleed to death. But if he then retreats, he would live, but he would be, a coward, right? So Zoro does neither. He holds exactly still, and he's just like, I cannot retreat. I cannot leave. So I will hold fast and I will stay here. Because he says that even death is preferable to defeat, though, right? Because you don't get to be the greatest swordsman in the world through losing battles. So better to die than to give up on your dream and be defeated, I guess, right? I guess that's how he looks at it, And I get it. And so, of course, Zoro's strength of spirit and determination impressed Mihawk greatly. And he's just like, all right, I don't actually want to kill you yet. You're interesting. I want to see where you go. Let me take the little necklace knife back and put that away. And because you've shown such amazing prowess today and all that, I will do you the honor of killing you with the finest black blade in the world. And he pulls out Yoru, which is Japanese for night. And that's Mihawk's giant black sword. It's such a cool weapon. Fits him so perfectly. And it's got a cool name and everything too. And then he asks Zoro before he attacks him. He's like, "What is your name? Tell me, what is your name? I want to know who you are." And he's just like, "I am Roanoa Zoro." And then Mihawk's like, "Cool, I will remember that name." Yeah. So and Mihawk is saying basically, I respect you, and improve your skills. And get out to the Grand Line, and then come and find me. I'm interested to see where you go, and I would like to fight you again one day. So he says he'll remember Zoro's name, and I think that especially Mihawk becomes very impressed. He allows Zoro to step back and test his strength against Yoru the Black Blade, and so he's just like, I'll do, I'll go ahead and let you have one more attack, basically. And Zoro's like, all right, here we go, 3,000 worlds, and does this really cool attack. But unfortunately, Mihawk just shatters 2 of Zoro's 3 swords. I think the Wada Witch emoji is too high quality to get shattered like that, basically. But these other 2 random swords were just no name, not particularly great swords, so they just broke apart. And so then Zoro, knowing he's been defeated, he just goes ahead and gets up, sheathes the Wada Witch emoji, holds it in his hand, and just stands out and just waits to take his medicine, right? He's like, go, do it. I know that this is I challenged you to a duel, I lost. Go ahead, take my life, take my life. Take her. He's like, wounds on the back are swordsman's shame. And so then he just holds it out, and Mihawk is just like, magnificent, and then just cuts him. And that's basically where the chapter ends. And it's just like some really intense stuff going on right now. I really like Zoro. I thought he was a great character, but unfortunately it looks like he's probably dead now. It's just my guess. I don't know. Who can be sure of these things? So you'll have to tune in next time to find out what happens at Zoro's funeral. But otherwise, this has been the review for Chapter 51, Zoro Overboard. And as always, One Piece be with you.